What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back with another video, and oh my God, thank you, Lord Jesus, the Miami Dolphins. Oh, let me stop these highlights before they. Oh my God, they're gonna copyright the out of me. Listen, thank you, Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have won their opener, ladies and gentlemen. It was a crazy game, a super insane game. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, if we would have lost that game, it would have been to the point where I was almost questioning whether or not I want to watch football again for the rest of my life. Especially when we got cheated on that, what was it, on that third down where a dude got sacked and they said we fouled him because Roberts hit his leg whenever Roberts was falling down. I don't know if they wanted Roberts to literally like matrix his way and like fall the other way and not hit Mac Jones. That literally gave them 7 points. Really, it gave them 4 because they could have had 3. So at the minimum, that gave them 4 free points by the fucking refs. I was so close to saying I'm not watching another game until we get robot refs. I don't want to watch another game. But luckily and thankfully, that won't be the case because the Miami Dolphins did win. And for a second, ladies and gentlemen, I was just thinking, man, this is the same old team. But we're gonna get to the whole thing. Let's try to give it some type of order. Real quick, shout out to people who like this video before they heard this sentence. Let's get to it. Now, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe some people see it differently, there's no such thing as a bad loss, and there's no such thing as a good loss, and there's really no such thing as a bad win. So I don't really give a damn how we got it done. I'm glad we got it done. Obviously, there's stuff that needs to be fixed, but I don't really care. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, we didn't execute how we want. No, that's for the coaches. I don't give a fuck. I just need to win. There was no moral victories in losing to this Patriots team, okay? So that was the thing. People were, I don't want to get into it, but there was no moral victories to losing to a 7-9 team, that a team that went 7-9 with a rookie quarterback. I don't care if they were at home. I don't care if we fought hard. There was no moral victory. There would be no positive you could take out of us losing this game. You know what I'm saying? And especially since we missed the playoffs last year and we started the year 1-3. That's why it's so important. This is not the NBA. There is no game where you could lose and it'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's the first game. Yo, we're not established. We're not like, it's like, bro, we're just not that team to be like, oh yeah, we could lose a game. It's fine. Like the Packers lost tonight. A Packers fan can be like, yeah, we're fine because they have a history of being okay. You know, the Dolphins don't have. We can't lose a game and they're like, oh, no, it's fine. It's a moral victory. At least we fought hard. This is a sign for the future, bro. It's 17. This is not the NBA. This is not the MLB. You lose a game. Every game is damn near a playoff game in it because the season is so short. So there is no moral victories and no loss. Okay. With that being said, I'm happy. Now, the thing is, I'm just so confused on whether or not, like, the thing is, we don't really know what type of team the Patriots are yet for me to say this was like a sloppy, like, because for all we know, the Patriots could be the second best team in the division. You know, I doubt it, but they could be. We would never know. We don't really know how good the Patriots really are, so it's kind of hard for me to say we played so horrible that we suck because, yo, I don't know how good the Patriots are. The Patriots could be super good this year, and we wouldn't know because we're also super good and we beat them. So we got to see how the season goes overall. We'll see how the Patriots look against other opponents, if they give other opponents the trouble that they gave us, and also we'll see how we fare against other opponents. But so the first quarter was good. Okay, the first drive was amazing. The play calling looked amazing. We looked like the damn Chiefs on the first drive. And then the second drive and everything after that in the first half was just terrible. Myles Gaskin, he was actually pretty decent on the run game today, I think. Overall, I did not get to make a preview video, but if I did make a preview video, I would have only just said we need to stop the run and make Mac Jones beat us in the air. I don't know really like if our defense has regressed because our defense was getting up by Mac Jones, but I don't really know if it was just the play calling because we was not doing what we usually do. Like I feel like we used to just be in people's face, man up, you know, just we're gonna blitz you, we're gonna put everybody and we're gonna make you throw it at our $100 million cornerbacks. But I feel like in this game we ran a lot of zone, we was backed up a lot. And I don't even know why because it's not like we had no receivers to respect. They don't got no receivers, so we was backed up. And Mac Jones had it really easy. He wasn't really having to make no tight throws. For real, I mean, he threw a wheel route one time, but a lot of Mac Jones throws was just like first progression, like wide open in a zone. Like, I'm like, yo, what defense is this? That's why I can't really say our defense regressed. I mean, we still running this bend don't break, but I was just like, why are we not in their face? You know what I'm saying? I was about to be so mad if we lost, y'all. I was about to be so mad. But listen, the another thing is the reason why we will never get respected as like a top 10 defense, and I think we're really, really good defense, but we give up way too many yards, and that's why people don't really respect us. And that's why the statistics also really show, like, don't really show us as being super good, because we give up a lot of yards, man. We give up a bunch of yards for no reason, okay? And we'll lock up in the red zone and stuff. And it was even like that last year to an extent, but we give up a lot of yards. That's the reason why, I guess, you know, the bend but don't break, it works well enough, but again, it sets yourself up for trouble. So I want to see better from our defense, but they played pretty well. You know, I knew we had to stop the run. I knew that was the most important thing. Make Mac beat us, and you know, we stopped it for the most part. They were getting 3 or 4 yards, but we were stopping it sometimes at least. And you know, obviously we didn't get gashed on the first run. They ran for like 35 yards, which was terrible, but we forced a couple fumbles. That's the only reason we won this game, is because turnovers. We won no other reason that we won this game. Simply, we won the turnover battle, and that was it. That's the only reason we won this game. For us to put them away was huge. I'm trying to think of some of the big plays in the game. Both of the fumbles, obviously, humongous. That's what happens when you play like how the Patriots is playing, just running the ball every play like a bitch. That's what happens. So scary. So they fumbled the ball a couple times, so that was amazing. And then let's see, the two touchdown drives were really, really good to start the second half and to start the game. Every other drive in between that was just like hella like bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just hella bad. And then the only other notable thing that I really could talk about was the roughing the passer that shouldn't have been roughing the passer. Also, when Tua threw his interception, he literally got suplexed, like Batista bombed, and they didn't call no pass. They didn't call no, and Tua jumped. So listen, I don't want him to call that. I don't want him to call roughing the pass on that. But I'm just saying the other way they're gonna call it. You know what I'm saying? If it was Mac Jones and he got Batista bombed by Roberts, they would call it. That's what I'd be saying. Like the NFL is so trash sometimes, but our defensive line honestly was not getting really a lot of pressure, which was kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Mac Jones was looking pretty good. I'll give him his credit. Tua looked pretty okay. Mac Jones looked pretty good, especially like, you know, for his first game. He looked pretty good. I will give him his credit in that regard. But like we wasn't getting to him really at all. Jalen Phillips, he's a rookie. We'll see what he can do, but we wasn't getting to him at all. Actually, no, I take that back. We was getting to him. We was getting to him a little bit, but Mac Jones was just looking good. I take that back. I don't know why I was thinking we wasn't getting into him on important downs, like important plays, but we was getting to him though. We was getting to him a little bit. He was just doing well when we was getting to him, and it seemed like the Patriots were never in like no 3rd and 14s, 3rd and 5th. Like they barely ever were in those, besides like one time. But like other than that, they always was in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, which made it so easy for them. But again, either way, we got the win thanks to our defense being bend but don't break. And yeah, you know, it wasn't the best defensive performance, but they got the stops when it mattered the most, and we got the win. Our offense, they look good a lot, but some of it needs work. And again, the Patriots always gonna have a good defense. We don't know. We're gonna have to see next week versus the Bills, which is gonna be another very, very hard game. But we're gonna see next week versus the Bills, maybe get more of a story, because right now we don't really know. I can't honestly definitively leave this week saying I know what type of team that I have in the Miami Dolphins. We don't know yet, because it was just a lot of it was an ugly game. Shout out to Eric Rowe, by the way. Eric Rowe was one of the most improved players, I think, on the entire NFL. Like, where he came from, I feel like he was on his verge of being out the league. But, you know, he found his role as a tight end stopper, and he has been excelling on that. Tight ends was pretty much, you know, stopped by Eric Rowe for the most part. They don't even let Xavier Howard's way anymore. This is what, you know, it's less exciting, but it's awesome. He still got a turnover today, but they don't even look his way anymore, which is exciting, but, you know, it's a little less exciting, but it's still exciting. Byron Jones played well. Our whole defense played well. I feel like if they, like, I can't really blame them, because I feel like it was just the defensive play calling. Like, they were sitting back 10 yards every play, so I don't really know if that was their fault or the coach's fault, but whatever. I think individually they played okay. And I think, you know, we did okay to stop the run. We didn't do the best, but we got them in some tough 3rd and 4s where they had to make decisions. So I guess, you know, that's what I could ask for. Beating Bill Belichick at home is never going to be easy. Let's see what else we got. See if we got any other. Yeah, Myles Gaskin definitely running back 1. He looked pretty good. Tua, he looked all right. You know what I'm saying? Some things, you know, that we have to work on. Offensive line was looking shaky a little bit. Eichenberg started instead of Austin Jackson, because Austin Jackson didn't practice all week. which was fine. And for the most part, like, I'm so numb to our offensive line play. Like, I'm so used to our quarterback not being able to stay in the pocket that I'm just like kind of like I don't even look at it as like a negative anymore. Like, it's crazy. Like, when I look and I watch like the Bucks and I watch Tom Brady sit in the pocket, or I watch the who was another example, Cowboys, and you watch Dak sit in the pocket and he's standing tall in the pocket. I've never seen a quarterback for the Dolphins able to ever do that to the point where it's like normal to me. So when I look at Tua and he takes the ball and he has to run around or he has to like move every play, it's kind of like, bro, that's how it's been for every quarterback for the Dolphins my whole entire life. So it's like normal, but it shouldn't be, because we need to get a line a lot. Like Mac Jones, he's standing tall in the pocket. He's getting there. He's literally in the spot that he would be at if it was no contact practice. He's like right there in the pocket. When Tua gets the ball, he got to roll out this way, or roll out that way, roll out this, roll out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bunch of other stuff, but I'm so used to it. But it's like normal to me. It's like it's just normal. Devontae Parker, I could not stop this video. And Jalen Waddle, I got some other receivers. Jalen Waddle looking good. Devontae Parker looking good. So I guess that means, Will Fuller will be that third receiver. He's not taking Waddle or snaps or Devontae Parker. But he'll be that third receiver, or probably second. But he'll be in that three wide receiver sets. But Waddle looked really, really good. And I like how we used him, kept motioning him over. He's like a super weapon, so they gotta watch him on every play. And then Parker, huge catches during the game. He can't stay healthy, but when he's on the field, he's like that guy where it's like, the games you have Parker, you're gonna be happy. You gotta understand you're gonna miss some games too. It's like Kenny Galladay. You understand, he's gonna miss some games, but when he's on that field, you gotta be. So you kinda gotta be happy. And also, we're not paying him Kenny Galladay money, but you gotta be happy. So overall, man, I'm just happy with the team. I'm glad this video has a positive tone, because it could have got real ugly for everybody involved. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11. Can't wait. Your book, Flexing. I'm out.